In the small town of Eldridge, nestled between the rolling hills of Earth, Ethan Miles led a rather ordinary life. A freelance writer with a penchant for the peculiar, he spent his days weaving tales inspired by the mysteries of the universe and his nights gazing up at the stars. His grandmother, a woman of vibrant imagination and whimsy, had always filled his head with stories of other worlds, strange creatures, and the magic hidden in the cosmos. When she passed away, Ethan felt a profound emptiness, as if a piece of the universe had dimmed. After her funeral, Ethan returned to her sprawling Victorian home, a place filled with memories that echoed with her laughter and stories. Among the numerous heirlooms, he discovered an old, ornate chest tucked away in the attic, its wood worn and faded. Curious, he pried it open and was immediately captivated by the treasures inside. Among letters from distant lands, curious trinkets, and old photographs, one item stood out: a shimmering globe that depicted the moon in exquisite detail. Its surface glimmered as if dusted with stardust, capturing craters, valleys, and lunar seas, reflecting the light like a living entity. As Ethan held the moon globe, he felt a strange warmth emanating from it, a sensation that sent shivers down his spine. What secrets lay within this mysterious artifact? Little did he know, this globe was not merely a decorative piece, it was a key to otherworldly adventures and unimaginable truths. The encounter. On a clear, moonlit night, Ethan couldn't resist the urge to take the globe outside. The night sky was a vast canvas, and the moon hung low, casting its silvery glow over the landscape. He placed the globe on a table in his backyard, admiring its intricate details under the moonlight. Suddenly, a brilliant flash illuminated the night, and from the shimmering light emerged a figure that seemed to defy reality. She was breathtaking, a creature of elegance and power. Her skin shimmered like the night sky, and her eyes glowed with a luminescent light that held centuries of wisdom. "I am Althea," she said, her voice melodic yet commanding. "I am an alien Gina, a guardian of the stars." Ethan stood frozen, disbelief mingling with awe. When Althea's gaze fell upon the moon globe, her expression shifted from curiosity to shock. "That can't be true," she whispered, her voice trembling with emotion. "What do you mean?" Ethan asked, his heart racing. "What's wrong with it?" Althea stepped closer, her eyes scanning the globe with a mixture of reverence and urgency. "This globe represents something far greater than you realize. It is a relic, a fragment of my home world. It connects us, transcending time and space. A cosmic revelation." Ethan struggled to grasp the magnitude of Althea's revelation. "My grandmother, she must have known," he stammered, glancing back at the globe. "But why would she leave it to me?" Althea's expression softened, and she explained, "Your grandmother was a guardian of secrets, a protector of knowledge. She understood the importance of this globe and sensed your potential. The universe has chosen you, Ethan." As the stars twinkled above them, Althea shared the history of the moon globe. Long ago, it was crafted by an ancient civilization skilled in the art of interstellar travel. They used it to navigate the cosmos, connecting worlds through the energy it radiated. Over centuries, as their civilization fell into decline, the globe was hidden away, awaiting a worthy successor to unlock its power. Ethan felt a blend of disbelief and excitement surge within him. This was no ordinary inheritance, it was a calling to something greater. "So, what do I do?" he asked, his mind racing with possibilities. "The journey begins." With a knowing smile, Althea replied, "We must activate the globe. Together, we can harness its power and explore the depths of the universe." Ethan felt a surge of determination. Under Althea's guidance, he began to understand how to manipulate the globe's energy, channeling it through his thoughts and intentions. With each passing day, they forged a deep bond, sharing stories of their worlds, dreams, and aspirations. Althea taught Ethan about the wonders of the galaxy, the vibrant planets, the diverse life forms, and the intricate dance of stars. In return, Ethan shared the beauty of Earth, its art, music, and the complexities of human emotion. Their interactions were rich with laughter, curiosity, and a burgeoning friendship that transcended their origins. As they trained, the moon globe began to glow brighter, pulsing in rhythm with their connection. One evening, under the vast expanse of stars, Althea turned to Ethan, her voice filled with excitement. "It is time. We are ready to embark on our journey. A leap into the unknown." With a mixture of fear and exhilaration, Ethan placed his hands on the globe, feeling the warmth radiating from it. Althea did the same, and together they focused their energy, envisioning a destination. The globe shimmered and swirled, enveloping them in a brilliant light. When the light faded, they found themselves standing on a vibrant planet unlike anything Ethan had ever imagined. The sky was a brilliant shade of turquoise, dotted with floating islands and cascading waterfalls of iridescent colors. Creatures of all shapes and sizes roamed freely, embodying the spirit of harmony that resonated throughout the land. "Welcome to Luminara," Althea announced, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "This is a sanctuary for all beings, a place of peace and knowledge." Ethan's senses were overwhelmed by the beauty surrounding him. Every corner of Luminara teemed with life, and he felt an overwhelming sense of belonging. As they explored the planet, they encountered diverse civilizations, each with its own rich history and culture. From crystalline beings who communicated through light to gentle giants who cultivated floating gardens, every interaction deepened Ethan's understanding of the interconnectedness of the universe. The Guardians of Luminara. Their travels led them to the Council of Elders, guardians of the ancient knowledge that Althea had spoken of. The elders welcomed Ethan and Althea, recognizing the power of the moon globe and its potential to bridge worlds. "Your journey is only beginning," one elder, a wise figure with luminescent skin, said, his voice resonating like music. "The globe holds the key to restoring balance across the galaxy. Many civilizations depend on it to unite against the rising darkness that threatens our existence." Ethan felt a weight settle upon his shoulders. "What darkness?" he asked, concern etched across his face. The elder gestured to a holographic map that displayed various star systems. "A malevolent force known as the Draxen Empire seeks to dominate and control. They consume worlds, stripping them of their essence to fuel their insatiable hunger for power. Your inheritance may be the only hope we have." Rising tensions. Determined to help, Ethan and Althea began their quest to gather allies. They traveled to different planets, rallying beings from across the galaxy to unite against the Draxen threat. Each civilization brought unique strengths, forging bonds that transcended their differences. However, as their efforts gained momentum, the Draxen Empire took notice. Their relentless pursuit led to skirmishes and clashes that tested the resolve of the newfound alliance. Ethan witnessed the devastating impact of war, the loss and heartache that accompanied the struggle for freedom. Despite the challenges, he found strength in his connections with others. He became a symbol of hope, inspiring beings to rise against tyranny. The moon globe, now glowing brighter than ever, served as a beacon, guiding them toward victory. As tensions escalated, Ethan and Althea devised a plan to infiltrate a Draxen stronghold, aiming to gather intelligence and rally more allies to their cause. They traveled to a desolate planet where the remnants of a once thriving civilization lay in ruins, a chilling reminder of the Draxen's power. Infiltrating the Draxen stronghold. Disguised as Draxen soldiers, Ethan and Althea made their way into the stronghold, a fortress pulsating with dark energy. The atmosphere was thick with tension, and Ethan's heart raced as they navigated the labyrinthine corridors. They overheard conversations about the Draxen's plans for domination and the harvesting of energy from unsuspecting worlds. Just as they were about to gather crucial information, they were discovered. A fierce battle erupted, and Ethan felt a rush of adrenaline as he fought alongside Althea. Their movements were fluid and synchronized, a testament to the bond they had forged. The globe responded to their energy, glowing brighter as they fought against the Draxen soldiers. Just when it seemed they might be overwhelmed, Ethan remembered the elders' words about the unity of all beings. He closed his eyes and focused, channeling the energy of the moon globe through his heart, envisioning the strength of his allies. With a powerful surge of light, the globe erupted in a brilliant explosion, momentarily blinding their enemies. In that instant, Ethan and Althea seized the opportunity to escape, racing back to their ship with vital information in hand. The final confrontation. The climax of their journey unfolded in a monumental battle against the Draxen forces. Armed with the intelligence they had gathered, Ethan and Althea rallied their allies for a final stand. As they approached the enemy's stronghold, Ethan felt a rush of adrenaline coursing through him. The fate of countless worlds rested on their shoulders. The skies darkened as the two forces clashed, energy beams lighting up the horizon. Ethan fought alongside Althea, their bond empowering them as they harnessed the globe's energy to repel the Draxen. In the heart of the battle, they faced the Draxen overlord, a towering figure radiating malice and power. With the fate of the universe hanging in the balance, Ethan tapped into the true power of the moon globe, channeling the love and unity of the allies they had gathered. Together, he shouted, as he and Althea unleashed a wave of energy that resonated with the essence of every being they had met. The force surged forth, overwhelming the Draxen and shattering their dark grip on the galaxy. A new beginning. As the dust settled, the Alliance emerged victorious. The Draxen Empire crumbled, and the galaxies that had suffered for so long began to heal. Ethan stood with Althea, surrounded by friends and allies, filled with a sense of fulfillment. The moon globe glowed softly in Ethan's hands, no longer just a relic of the past, but a symbol of hope and unity. He had discovered his purpose and embraced his grandmother's legacy, forging connections that would shape the future of the universe. In the aftermath of the battle, Ethan chose to remain on Luminara, dedicating himself to fostering peace and understanding among the stars. He continued to explore the wonders of the galaxy, sharing stories of courage and compassion, ensuring that the lessons learned would never be forgotten. Althea remained by his side, a constant companion and confidant. Together, they traveled to distant worlds, bridging cultures and creating a tapestry of unity that transcended time and space. The moon globe served as their guide, illuminating the path to a brighter future. Legacy of the moon globe. Years passed, and the tale of Ethan and Althea became legend. The moon globe was celebrated as a beacon of hope, a reminder that even the most unexpected inheritance could change the course of history. Ethan often reflected on his journey, grateful for the strange twist of fate that had brought him to this point. From a lonely writer to a hero of the cosmos, he understood that the universe was vast and full of mysteries waiting to be unraveled. As he gazed at the stars, he knew that the moon globe would always be a part of him, a connection to his grandmother, a reminder of the bonds formed through love and compassion, and a testament to the belief that anyone, regardless of their origins, could become a hero in their own right. A new generation. As time flowed on, Ethan and Althea took on the roles of mentors to younger beings from various planets. They established a school on Luminara, where they taught the principles of unity, cooperation, and the importance of understanding different cultures. Students from all over the galaxy came to learn from them, bringing with them tales of their worlds, hopes, and dreams. Ethan found joy in fostering this new generation, sharing his experiences and encouraging them to explore the cosmos, just as he had done. The moon globe remained a centerpiece in their teachings, a tangible connection to the past and a guiding light for the future. Students learned to harness its energy, tapping into their own potential while respecting the legacies of those who came before them. Ethan often led expeditions, taking groups of students on journeys to distant planets. They visited places where ancient civilizations had thrived, exploring their ruins and discovering the wisdom embedded in their histories. Each expedition reinforced the lesson that every being, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, had a role to play in the grand tapestry of the universe. A dark shadow returns. However, peace is often fleeting. As Ethan and Althea nurtured the next generation, rumors began to spread of a resurgence of the Draxen Empire. Though they had been defeated, remnants of the faction lingered, plotting revenge and seeking to reclaim their lost power. Ethan received unsettling reports from allies across the galaxy. Disappearances, strange disturbances, and a rise in hostile activity suggested that the Draxen were regrouping, fueled by vengeance and desperation. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, Ethan convened a council with Althea and their most trusted allies. Together, they devised a strategy to thwart the impending threat. This time, they would not only fight but also seek to understand the root of the Draxen's malice. Seeking understanding, Ethan felt that the cycle of violence needed to be broken. What if we approached them differently? He suggested. What if we can find common ground, understand their motivations? Althea, though initially skeptical, saw the wisdom in Ethan's words. It is a risky path, but it may be the only way to prevent further bloodshed. The council agreed to send a delegation to the Draxen remnants, hoping to initiate dialogue and explore the possibility of reconciliation. With the moon globe as their symbol of peace, Ethan and Althea prepared for the journey to the Draxen stronghold, knowing the risks involved. The meeting. Upon arriving at the Draxen fortress, Ethan felt the weight of history pressing down on him. The air was thick with tension, and the shadows of the past loomed large. Their meeting was met with suspicion, and Ethan stood before the Draxen leaders, determined to convey a message of peace. "Your empire fell not just because of our strength, but because of a shared misunderstanding," he began, his voice steady. "We wish to understand why you sought power. We can learn from each other." The Draxen overlord, a fierce figure with piercing eyes, regarded Ethan with a mixture of contempt and curiosity. "Why should we trust you? You defeated us." Ethan nodded, acknowledging the pain of their loss. "Because we are all part of this galaxy. Each of us has faced challenges, losses, and the desire for something greater. We can choose to continue the cycle of hatred or forge a new path together." After a tense silence, the overlord considered Ethan's words. "What do you propose?" "Building bridges." Ethan suggested a council that included representatives from both sides. This council would focus on rebuilding relationships, sharing resources, and exploring ways to coexist peacefully. Althea stood beside him, lending her support, and together they painted a vision of a united galaxy, free from the scars of the past. The Draxen leaders were hesitant but intrigued. Over time, discussions led to tentative agreements, and Ethan's persistence gradually won them over. Trust, however, would take time to cultivate. As the new council began to take shape, Ethan and Althea faced resistance from those who still sought revenge. Draxen loyalists plotted to undermine the negotiations, and the shadows of violence threatened to consume the fragile peace they had worked to establish. A test of unity. As tensions mounted, a group of extremists launched an attack on a council meeting, seeking to disrupt the fragile alliances forming between the two factions. Ethan and Althea, along with their allies, fought to protect the council and its members. In the chaos, Ethan realized that they could not only defend but also show their willingness to understand and protect one another. He shouted to the Draxen fighters, "We can end this cycle of violence. Join us, and together we can defeat those who wish to sow discord." In a moment of clarity, some of the Draxen fighters paused, torn between loyalty to their cause and the hope of a better future. As Ethan and Althea fought side by side, they exemplified the unity they preached, and slowly, some Draxen began to lay down their weapons. The turning point. The battle ended with a ceasefire, and the council members realized the power of unity in action. The act of standing together in the face of violence transformed perceptions and broke down barriers. Ethan felt a shift in the atmosphere as discussions resumed. The remaining Draxen leaders began to reconsider their position, recognizing that the future could hold more than just revenge. Through countless dialogues, shared experiences, and cultural exchanges, trust began to blossom. Ethan and Althea guided both sides toward understanding, sharing stories of loss and redemption. The moon globe became a powerful symbol, embodying the spirit of unity they had fought for. A galactic alliance. As the years unfolded, the newly formed Galactic Alliance brought together diverse civilizations, fostering cooperation and understanding across the cosmos. Ethan became a diplomat, bridging gaps and nurturing relationships. With Althea by his side, they traveled to distant planets, sharing knowledge and celebrating diversity. The moon globe served as a reminder of their journey, a beacon guiding them toward a brighter future. Through their efforts, the scars of war began to heal, and the galaxy flourished. As Ethan stood under the stars, he felt a profound sense of fulfillment. The journey that began with a simple inheritance had transformed not just his life but the lives of countless beings across the universe. Reflections on legacy. Years later, as Ethan looked at the moon globe, he reflected on the incredible journey they had undertaken. He understood that every challenge faced had led to growth, understanding, and connection. His grandmother's legacy had not only been a gift but a guiding light that illuminated the path toward peace. In the twilight of his life, Ethan gathered the next generation, sharing stories of unity, resilience, and the magic that lies within each being. The moon globe sat in the center of the gathering, a testament to the belief that anyone, regardless of their origins, could rise to become a hero. As he concluded, Ethan gazed into the night sky, feeling the weight of the universe upon him. He knew that the legacy of the moon globe would continue, echoing through the cosmos, inspiring future generations to cherish the bonds of unity and compassion that connected them all.